Here's my last question to you, Mr. Speaker. You've heard the critiques of the Hindenburg debate last week, and they were a pretty bad set of questions in an unfortunate couple of hours. But when you see Republicans talking, what do you want them talking about, and how would you tweak the process? I'm not asking you to endorse anyone, but how would you tweak the process to allow people? You've been through one of these big debates with Joe Biden. What serves the public interest, or in this case, the GOP primary voter?
Talking about issues, not talking about these little spats. I mean, I think what the moderators were trying to do was what was in their interest, not in the Republican primary voters' interest. And so talking about what are their solutions and how are we going to offer the country a better way forward, a better choice. Look, I see the whole shooting match coming up in 2016. Again, one of the reasons why I chose to do this, and one of the reasons, one of the conditions, more or less, I talked to my colleagues about, which is we've got to go on offense, big and bold, specific agenda and vision in 2016, and let the country choose. Because the kind of an election we have to have is a mandate election. Because if we run on what we intend to do and we win that election, then we have the moral authority, the mandate, and the ability for people to hold us accountable for actually putting it into place. Because if we keep kicking the can down the road, keep running on vague platitudes, the moment will come and the moment will go, and we will not save the country. So what I'd like to hear at the debates, if I were just a Republican primary voter, which I will, and Janet and I are going to go to the Wisconsin debate in about a week, I want to hear how they're going to do that. How are they going to present the country with a very clear choice so that we don't have another third Obama term, which is effectively what the Democrats will give us, and how we're going to turn the corner, what policies will look like. What does a Obamacare replacement look like? What's the tax reform look like? What does a strong military look like? What will they do if they get elected so that the people see it ahead of time and then we can do it? Obama ran on vague platitudes. He was tonally immoderate, and then he went hard left. That's not – he didn't run on that.
30 seconds. Your colleague Mitt Romney put out a ship count, for example. Mm-hmm. He said, here's what I want by
313, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want that level of detail from these candidates?
That's what we did that's what I did with Mitt Romney in 2012. I think we need to say what a strong military looks like, what a new tax code looks like, what replacing Obamacare looks like.